Hello, everybody. This is Stacy Kruzik from the Zebra Developer Relations team. Thanks so much today for attending our DevTalk on TechDocs. You'll learn the ins and outs today from Eddie Correa. Apologize for those dings. We've got lots of activity here at Zebra today. I hope everybody is staying well and being well. As a quick update, some of our rules today is that we're going to leave all the questions for the end. You can post those in the chat room, and I can post those to Eddie, and he can actually respond to those through our DevTalk here. And we're just going to give it another 2 minutes to allow people to attend and get us all set up for sharing our screens, and we'll be on in a moment. Thanks so much. Okay, Eddie, we can see your screens. Are you there?
I am here. Hello, everyone.
Fantastic. Sorry for the back and forth, having a few technical difficulties this morning, but we're getting there. The age of virtual technology here is upon us. Okay, couple updates for today. Just wanted to remind you that if you would like to receive information on news, events, webinars, any type of releases, please join us and participate in our developer community. You can go to developer.zebra.com. You can also email us anytime with any concerns that you may have, or if you had any problems with the audio, let us know at developer@zebra.com. I'm on that email, and I'm happy to respond to you at any time. You'll find all the information posted on our actual dev blog that we have regarding today's session on TechDocs. We'll post a copy of the presentation and also a link to our YouTube video playlist. We have all of our dev talks on that YouTube video playlist. So as you're looking to grab a cup of coffee and for things to do, you can always go to that playlist and find a lot of our dev talks on there to refer back to. And so with that, I am going to turn it over to Eddie, who's going to talk to us today about TechDocs. Take it away, my friend.
Thank you very much, Stacy, and welcome everybody. My name is Eddie Correa. I'm a digital content specialist with Zebra Technologies. I've been with the company about 5 years, working on documentation of our development tools and developer community solutions. TechDocs is our primary developer site. It should be the first stop for developers when they're looking for information about how to develop applications for Zebra devices, and also for partners, customers, tech support folks, anyone who needs information about how to build tools, how to get them to work, how to troubleshoot, and so on, or just how to learn. And there's lots of information, tutorials, and so on. So we're going to go over some of that today. If you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, there's a couple things here too that we're working on. Some of these buttons are different colors, so you have the standard blue, and then you have this goldish color. And we're toying with the idea of possibly changing the colors of these buttons to indicate that there's something new there. If you think that's a good idea, email me, let me know that, and I'd be happy to take that feedback back to the team and start implementing some of those things. The Solutions tab, or tile rather, is the place where Zebra pre-developed solutions are available. We're not going to go over that today, but if it's information that you might want to know about, solutions like Enterprise Home Screen, Enterprise Keyboard, PPC, the Power Precision Console, Device Central, all of these tools that Zebra has developed that are ready to go and ready to start using to help our partners and customers get the work done and utilize Zebra devices. But today we're going to talk about TechDocs and what the various things are that you can find here. We'll talk about some more of what's new later on as well. So techdocs.zebra.com is the primary place for developers' tools documentation. For APIs, we publish them all there for tutorials and sample code to help you find examples of how you might implement your apps, or to gather the sample code and modify it for your own use. Tutorials that take you step by step through the building of an app, or perhaps the usage of a particular API. We've got them for barcodes, scanners, all the various different types of things that you can do. User guides. User guides take you step by step through the various features of each product, explain how they work, how they're configured, and how to do everything that you need to do your job. And of course, some best practices. We offer a place that you can get guidance about how to do something if you're not sure, or where to go for more information. And also links to download pages for products that are downloadable and that are not pre-installed on the device. You can go directly to that. So we'll drill into some more of that in just a moment. And of course, links to places where you can get more support. The lower half of this page, there's some tiles that scrolled off the screen. You can see the MX docs and RFID and all these other things. Some of the anatomy of this page, when we do maintain multiple versions of a particular product documentation, then you can see those versions in the drop-down. We will always default to the latest version of the product, and then if you hit the drop-down, you'll see the prior versions that are documented there. The buttons generally include direct links to the main sections of a particular product's documentation pages. I'm pointing right now to the About page, which we'll go to in a second. And you can also get there by clicking on the product name itself also. That's also a hot link that goes to the About page. On the About page, you'll find general information about the product, what it's called, what the current version is, an overview and a description of the product itself, what's required to use the product, and typically a list of what's new, and of course the supported devices. So for instance, Stage now supports all devices, and this is only a partial list. This is just for an example. Essentially, the About page is designed to tell you whether or not this product is designed to do what you intend to do. So, for Stage Now, this is the product that configures Zebra devices. And then, of course, what's new in the version. So one other interesting thing about the anatomy of a TechDocs guide page is that the anchored links that you see on the left-hand side correlate with the major headings of the page itself. So you can link directly to a part of a page. Not in this case, it's showing you device support, which is a couple links up from that. But you can also right-click on an anchored link from the left-hand side and copy the link. So this is important if you want to send people to a particular section of a page. You can do so simply by right-clicking on the anchor link on the left-hand side and then copying the link address and then just pasting that link address into an email and say, hey, the information you need is right here, and you can point them directly to that rather than sending them into a large page that scrolls and scrolls and they may not find it. Also, notice at the top is the set of tabs. These tabs for every TechDocs guide represent the major sections of that particular guide. So I'm pointing to the About page, and that's where we're at right now. If the product is downloadable, if it can be downloaded from the Zebra site, then we provide a link that looks like the one you're looking at now, and that will take you directly to the Zebra download page for that particular product. That's at zebra.com. All of the available versions for download are available on those pages. You simply click on the product number and it expands and shows you what's available. Generally, it's the executables and the release notes for that version. If you are at this page and you need help for any reason, you can file a support ticket directly from here simply by clicking on the support and downloads link, and that will take you to a form that lets you fill out a support ticket. If you need information or help from the developer community, then there's a link from this page right to there, and you can go directly to the developer site, developer portal, and file a question or look through previously answered questions there. This page also provides a link to the product page, which is typically a description of the product from often from a marketing point of view. It gives you specs and describes what the product is for. And then, of course, there's a link that goes back to TechDocs, which is where we're going now. Other sources of information. When there is a community forum available, which there, for most Zebra products there is, then we provide a link right from TechDocs to there as well. And that will take you, you'll see this little speech bubble icon up in the tabs bar, and that will take you to the DataWedge discussion forum. And this is where DataWedge users can file questions or can look at previously answered questions to find information. And answers usually come pretty quickly. This is an active forum, lots of people on there, and lots of people getting help in that way. There are other forums, of course, on the developer portal, and again, most Zebra products offer a developer forum to get help. If the product has an available knowledge base page in the Zebra knowledge base website, then we'll put the little graduation cap up there, and linking to that will take you to the supportcommunity.zebra.com, which is a database of questions that have come in through the Zebra support department that have been resolved. So you can, and in the case of DataWedge, we provide we search for the term DataWedge, and then we display those results for you. So that's always going to be different depending on what knowledge articles are available, and then you can just drill in once you see a little bit about what that article is about, and you can drill into that and find out if that helps you. Also, if you're having hardware problems, or perhaps you might need to access the specifications for a Zebra product, then you can find the information that you need in the same place, in supportcommunity.zebra.com, and they have most of our hardware products there. If you have an existing hardware product and you're having trouble with it, you can also do a serial number search. This one I didn't know about until I started researching for this DevTalk, and you can enter your product serial number here, and it will tell you whether your product is still under warranty. If it is, great, send it in. If not, you can still send it in. You might have to pay, but those are all resources that are available to you to help you get your job done and to develop your solutions for Zebra hardware. We also integrate Google search into our TechDocs guides. We know that there's a lot of information in there, and it's impossible for anyone to really know where every single thing is. In fact, I myself use the Google search at times if I'm in need of updating a page, and I say, well, where is that again? I could go to the Google search page. It provides you with a form. It's just a one line. You enter the search terms, and it provides you with a Google search result that includes the search term and all the Google algorithms for relevance. So, but only for the product that you're looking at. So for this particular search was done on Enterprise Browser 2.0 and the term barcode. So of course the most relevant result is going to be the Zebra barcode, the Enterprise Browser barcode API. There's also a barcode tutorial. Okay, that's the one I need. I need to learn how to use barcodes. So you go there. And of course, the rest of the list is additional results that may or may not be relevant to your search. For products that offer videos, we often put the most relevant video right on the About page. In this case, you see the Enterprise Browser video, And you can play this and learn about EB, what it is, what it does, how it's used. This is an extremely popular product. It's a browser-based technology that includes direct access through APIs for all of the Zebra device components. So if you know JavaScript and you know CSS and HTML, then you can build a browser-based app that gives you access to the Zebra peripherals. You need to scan something, build an app. The APIs are right there. They're very easy to use. It's all written in JavaScript, so it's all very accessible. And these videos will delve into some of that. And there's actually a 3-part series on enterprise browser development fundamentals. This was done a while ago, so there may be more by now. Zebra's putting up new videos all the time. Enterprise browser is not the only place that you can find Zebra videos. Zebra Knowledge Center contains many, many videos on many different aspects of our products and services and developer tools, and I recommend going there. I subscribe to this, and they're adding new videos all the time. I mean, probably, I don't know, 3 or 5 or 8 per month. I'm getting notifications constantly about new videos being put up, so that's something that you should consider subscribing to and getting notified of new products there, new content. So that's always very helpful. Okay, so then back to the discussion forum. You can see that Enterprise Browser has a very active developer discussion forum. Okay, now on to some of the new stuff, and we're going to be curious what you think of this. One of the main pieces of feedback that we've gotten from the development community is, hey, we don't know what's new on TechDocs. How do we know what's going to be new? Well, there's a couple of ways that you can find out what's new. The first and foremost, and the way that's always been available to you, is just to visit the About page. The About page is, it generally includes a listing of what's new in that particular product. So for Enterprise Browser, the list is often extensive. That team is extremely dynamic and does a lot of development work. But one of the other ways that we're developing right now is a new landing page for TechDocs. Rather than the standard tile page that you're probably accustomed to seeing, you're going to be seeing a page that looks something like this. And so this particular one, for instance, if you look at the second one down, dynamic staging, this would be one of the major new features in Stage Now 4.1. We'll give you a list of what's new in the product, sort of a description of what's coming in that product. Also a link to the key features so that you can go directly to the guide to learn more about using that particular feature. And then also a short video that illustrates how that feature is used. So again, dynamic staging is a real new feature that you can take a look at right now. Again, this is under development, and we'd love to get some feedback from the community on what you think about that. And I'd like to stop now and ask if there are any questions. Looks like we've got no questions from the audience. Come on,
Not
guys.
yet.
Are you that bored?
I've posted, I've asked. Looks like we have a quiet community here. Okay, well, the good news is we have recorded this webinar today, so we will have that available for anybody that'd like to review this and refer to it going forward. If there are any questions that do come up after the fact, or you come up with them after you've reviewed this, please don't hesitate to email us at developer@zebra.com. And Eddie and I will be available to answer these questions.
You can also email me directly. My email address is right on the screen, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions directly at any time.
Great. Okay. I think with that, we're going to wrap up early today, and I want to thank everybody for attending today's Dev Talk and look forward to seeing you next month. Information should be coming out on that next Dev Talk shortly. Thanks so much today, and thank you, Eddie, for a great presentation.
Sure thing. Thanks, everybody, for joining. See you next time.